Shalom. I don't even know how to really start this message except from a very humble place that I feel weary, broken, sad, and I don't know how many other brothers and sisters are out there feeling the same way, um, feeling a separation. And anyways, I just wanted to, okay, bug, give you some words here. Words for the armor of spiritual battle. The word for body armor in Abri, Hebrew, is shirion. Now, we're not going to focus on this word particularly, but that's the word for armor or to protect or make secure. So, armor for the spiritual battle. First, we're going to look at David. David, when he spoke the words of the song, the day that Yahuwah delivered him from the hands of Shaul. Tehillim, Psalm 18:30 through 43. The Al, his way is perfect, the word of Yahuwah is proven. He is a shield to all who take refuge in him. For who is Eloah besides Yahuwah, and who is a rock except our Aluhym? It is Eloah who girds me with strength and makes my way perfect, making my feet like the feet of deer, and puts me on my high places, teaching my hands for battle, so that my arms shall bend a bow of bronze. And you give me the shield of your deliverance. Your right hand supports me. Your lowliness makes me great. You enlarge my step under me, and my feet shall not slip. I pursue my enemies and overtake them, and do not turn back till they are destroyed. I crush them. They are unable to rise. They fall under my feet. You gird me with strength for battle. Cause my adversaries to bow under me. You have made my enemies turn their backs. For those hating me, I cut them off. They cry, but no one is there to save. To Yahuwah, but he answers them not. I beat them as dust before the wind. I empty them out like dirt in the streets. You deliver me from the strivings of the people. You put me at the head of the nations. A people I have not known serve me. Yeshayahu, Isaiah, chapter 52, verse 1 through 2. Awake, awake, put on your strength, O Zion, put on your garments of splendor, O Yerushalayim, the Kodesh city. For no more do the uncircumcised and the unclean come into you. Shake yourself from the dust, arise and set down, O Yerushalayim. Loose yourself from the bonds of your neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Yirmiyahu, chapter 1, verse 16 through 19. And I shall pronounce my judgments against them concerning all their evil, because they have forsaken me, burned incense to other mighty ones, and bowed themselves to the works of their own hands. Now gird up your loins and arise, and speak to them all that I command you. Do not break down before their faces, lest I break you before them. For look, I have made you this day a walled city and an iron column and bronze walls against all the land, against the sovereigns of Yehuda, against her heads, against her Kohanim, and against the people of the land. And they shall fight against you, but not prevail against you, for I am with you, declares Yahuwah, to deliver you. Yirmiyahu, chapter 51, verse 10 through 12. Yahuwah has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahuwah our Elohim. Polish the arrows, put on the shields. Yahuwah has stirred up the spirit of the sovereigns of the Madites, for his plan is against Babel to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahuwah, the vengeance for his Hekal. Yeshayahu 13, 17 through 19. See, I am stirring up the Madites against them, Babel, okay, confusion, who do not regard silver, and as for gold, they do not delight in it. And bows dash the young to pieces, and they have no compassion on the fruit of their womb. Their eye spares no children. And Babel, the splendor of reigns, the comeliness of the Kazites' pride, shall be as when Elohim overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. The Madites were people that descended from Madai, one of the sons of Japheth, which was a son of Noah, back from Bereshith, which is Genesis 10:2. Bereshith means in the beginning. Next, Ephesians 6:11 through 19. Put on the complete armor of Aluhym, for you to have power to stand against the schemes of the devil, because we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against authorities, against the world rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual wickedness in the Shamayim. Because of this, take up the complete armor of Elohim, so that you have power to withstand in the wicked day, and having done all, to stand, stand. Then having girded your waist with truth, with emet, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having fitted your feet with the preparation of the good news of peace, and above all, having taken up the shield of belief, with which you shall have the power to quench all the burning arrows of the wicked one. Take also the helmet of deliverance and the sword of the Ruach, which is the word of Yahuwah. Pray it at all times with all power and supplication in the Ruach, watching in all perseverance and supplication for all the Kodashim. Also for me, that a word might be given to me in the opening of my mouth, to be bold in making known the secret of the good news. We are to be prepared. We are to be prepared, having the armor of Elohim. We have a covenant with Yahuwah, and one of ancient Hebrew customs associated with entering a covenant with someone involved exchanging garments and swords. Okay, we can't handle it on our own. We can't do anything without him. Okay, well, we can try, but it's not going to succeed. We're not going to succeed. When we're in the battle of spiritual warfare, let's look at the different components of this. The waist, okay? The waist is representing the truth. The first piece of armor mentioned, without truth, emet, without that, the rest wouldn't be of much use. The waist strap holds the sword of the Ruach, okay, that dedicated spirit. This is of utmost importance, to not be carried away by trickery or deceitful schemes of man. Next, we see the breastplate. It protects your heart, righteousness, the king of righteousness, Sedek, right? Like Melchizedek, Seduk. If we don't or aren't protected in righteousness, we open ourselves up to the enemy. A shot right through the heart and into sin. It's to protect our vital organs. So we should seek a journey following Elohim. Next, we see the feet. Shalom. The feet. We're to bind our feet with shalom, to face the enemy with a firm-footed stability, promptness, and readiness produced by the good news. Shalom, like well-being, a rest, right? And in trust and belief. If we do the walking, Elohim's going to destroy the chaos ahead of us. The shield of belief. Okay, emuna, amuna. Spiritual truth, the power to quench. What has power to quench? In Hebrews 11, it says, belief is the substance of what is expected, the proof of what is not seen, and acceptance that a statement is true or something exists. Okay, it's hidden within. Living water can quench burning arrows, right? A blanket of protection. Without belief, it is impossible to please Elohim. Something hidden within, Psalm 119:11. In my heart I have hidden your word, that I might not sin against you. So, belief is actions in our life that reveal our relationship with the life giver. Next, we have the helmet of deliverance, Yeshah, a compound word, right? It's Yah and Shah, to rescue. The one who secures, he rescues, he delivers. It's by his hand. The helmet of deliverance. It's a vital piece of armor. An attack to the head could result in instant death, but it protects our brain, which is the command station for the rest of our body. The assurance of deliverance is an impenetrable defense against anything the enemy throws at us. Deliverance is an ongoing, eternal state that we have in the present, daily protection. We're to renew our minds, like in Romans 12. Next, we have the sword of the Ruach, okay? Dedicated spirit, his Kodesh spirit, the word of Elohim. He indwells in us. When we think of a sword sharpened, it could pierce through just about anything. It's both offensive and defensive. If we misuse the sword, we can put ourselves in danger on the battlefield. We must spend time with Elohim, praying, fasting, reading his word, asking him to work in us. In Matithyahu chapter 4, verse 1 through 11, we see that Yahusha was led up to the wilderness by the Ruach to be tried by the devil. The more a person is in command of the word, the more effective the soldier will be. Let's look at the armor of light in Romans 13:12 to 14. The night is far advanced, the day has come near. So let us put off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk becomingly as in the day, not in wild parties and drunkenness, not living together in indecencies and not in fighting and envy, but put on the Master, Yahushua HaMashiach, and make no provision for the lust of the flesh. 1 Thessalonians 5:5 through 9. For you all are sons of light and sons of the day. We are not of the night or of darkness. So then, we should not sleep as others do, but we should watch and be sober. For those who sleep, sleep at night, and those who get drunk are drunk at night. But we who are of the day should be sober, putting on the breastplate of belief, of love, compassion, a helmet, the expectation of deliverance. In the daylight, we can easily see what's going on around us. When we are light, we bring that good news. We aren't to mimic those things of evil. In darkness, you can't see very well. It's much easier for prey to attack you because you're somewhat blinded. Be sober. Don't be distracted by anything that could intoxicate your spirit and disillusion your thoughts. Those that are asleep in spiritual darkness, their minds are delirious, poisoned, and intoxicated. We are of the day, and we are to be clear-minded always, walking in the way of righteousness. Maccabees says, therefore, put on the full armor of authority over the passions which belong to the mind that fears Eloah. In conclusion, remember these words: truth, emet; righteousness, we think of tzedek; shalom, belief, deliverance, yasha. Pray for your brothers and sisters. Keep your eyes open. Keep encouraging each other, because some may become weary. Let's help one another, especially now. Now's the time. And I hope that this message is received. And much ahab to you, Mishka.